there is more breaking news which is coming in. This one is coming in from West Bengal. We're going to go across to the dramatic protests that you can see which are happening in West Bengal and get you more details on that. Well, let me go across to Tamal Saha, who's joining us. Tamal, tell us a bit about the protests which are being carried out in Kolkata. Tamal, if you can hear me, over to you.
Well, that's right. The ABVP workers have taken out a protest rally over here at Bidhan Nagar in Salt Lake, which is adjoining Kolkata. And the protest is over, as they say, the alleged irregularities that happened in the SSC recruitment. The ABVP workers have taken out this protest with a couple of demands. Number one, transparency in the recruitment process. Number two, they're also alleging that the law and order situation has deteriorated in the state. There is absolute lack of women's security. Thus, they have taken out this protest and they are trying to break the barricade. I'll ask my camera person to focus here and show as how these ABVP workers are trying to break barricades and make their way towards Vikas Bhavan. So suddenly they are trying to violate the law because there is section 144 around the Vikas Bhavan. There is massive police bandobast over here. As you see, the water cannons have been placed out here. There is RAF, the Rapid Action Battalion, they have been called in. The BJP, the ABVP workers, the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad workers, they're all holding posters, placards, and they're literally challenging the police people who are in huge number. In a way, they want to break the barricade and make their way towards Vikas Bhavan. So all these agitating protesters, they are trying to breach the barricade. There are several iron barricades which have been put up here, and all these barricades are the only divide between Vikas Bhavan and the ABVP protesters. The ABVP protesters could be roughly about 300 to 350 in number, and they're all trying to get on the barricade, break them, and also make their way. We have to understand that BJP had been trying to up the ante against the central government, against the state government of Mamata Banerjee, beg your pardon. At the same time, one ABVP worker has in a way come here. I'll ask my camera person here. আপনার নাম কি? সৈকত কান্ডা। কি হয়েছে? আমরা নারী সুরক্ষা এবং সুশিক্ষার দাবিতে এবং শৃঙ্খলা চাকরির দাবিতে লড়ছি। আপনাদের দাবি কি? কোথায় যেতে চাইছেন? So this ABVP worker had literally jumped off the barricade and tried breaching the barricade. He has now been apprehended by the police. They have been beaten by police. So a couple of ABVP workers who have in a way challenged the police, break the barricade, make their way into the road, leading to okay, there you see the water cannon has now been released. Water cannon has been released. The water cannon has been charged on the protesters who were so far relenting from moving from the spot, from budging from the spot. As you see, the water cannon has been released on the ABVP workers, and they are trying to be pushed off with the use of water force because so far the barricades have now been broken. The ABVP workers have not really relented. They have tried challenging the police. They have tried breaking the barricades because they wanted to march towards Vikas Bhavan in an act of defiance. They wanted to register their protest against the state government of Mamata Banerjee over the issue of alleged irregularities in the SSC scam, and also over women's security. As they say, the law and order situation in the state is deteriorating. So it is the ABVP workers who had assembled who are now trying to throw whatever they can. Some throwing sticks, some even throwing their pens and posters and placards towards police as a mark of protest, as an act of defiance. So these ABVP workers are not relenting from the position, even with the water cannon on. That has been really used to, in a way, push them off because these protesters have not really budged from the position. They have not moved from the way, and they are trying to put through over there, even trying to defy the water cannon which has now been released. Police trying to mic and of course ask them to calm down, but these ABVP workers are not really relenting at this point in time. Mind it, we have seen in the past couple of weeks as how BJP had been charging on the state government of Mamata Banerjee over a whole host of issues and also at the same time we have seen that ABVP taking out protests. जैसे आप देख सकते हैं ABVP के जितने सारे कार्यकर्ता हैं जो सॉल्ट लेक के विधान नगर के इसी रास्ते पे असेंबल हुए थे क्योंकि उनको मार्च करना था विकास भवन की तरफ और विकास भवन से उनको जाना था, विकास भवन की तरफ जाना था। उनको प्रोटेस्ट रजिस्टर करना है दो मुद्दों पे। नंबर 1 ये जो SSC स्कैम जिसके बारे में बहुत चर्चा हो रहा है, जो मामला अभी कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट में है और उसी सिलसिले में उनका डिमांड है कि ट्रांसपेरेंसी हो और बहुत सारे रिक्रूटमेंट ऐसे हुए हैं परिवार को दिया गया है अलेजेडली फेवरेटिज्म किया गया है, इसीलिए उसी के खिलाफ ये प्रोटेस्ट बहुत दिन से चल रहा है। जैसे आप देख सकते हैं पत्थर फेंकना शुरू हो गया है पुलिस के तरफ ये ईटा भी फेंका गया, अभी पत्थर फेंकना शुरू हो गया। पुलिस लाठी लेके हेलमेट पहन के रैपिड एक्शन बटालियन के साथ रेडी है। कुछ ही सेशन पहले हमने देखा कि ये जो वाटर कैनन है इसको रिलीज किया गया था, उसके बावजूद ये प्रोटेस्टर्स अपनी जगह से नहीं हटे। उनका 2 मांग है कि ये जो SSC रिक्रूटमेंट है उसमें ट्रांसपेरेंसी हो और उसमें सुधार आए। दूसरा मुद्दा जैसे आप देख सकते हैं ये बॉटल भी फेंक रहे हैं अभी, और दूसरा मुद्दा था नारी सुरक्षा राज्य में दिन प्रतिदिन खराब हो रहा है, इसके विरोध में ये प्रतिवाद मिছিল था। So these ABVP workers have taken out this protest rally and it's been over several minutes. Even with the charging of the water cannon, they have not budged from their position. As you see, the Rapid Action Battalion force, they are now slowly inching closer towards the barricade. Because you have seen the first barricade, again stones being hurled, small brick pieces are being hurled towards the police because the road, this is the only road which is leading to विकास भवन। यही एक रास्ता है जो विकास भवन तक जाती है और इसी सड़क को रोका गया है। बहुत सारे लेयर्स बनाए गए पुलिस प्रोटेक्शन की, सिक्योरिटी बहुत ज्यादा मुतैद है। The security has been beefed up out here. There are multiple layers of barricading which has been done just to stop the ABVP workers. I will try and speak to a couple of them. Let's see if they are in a position to talk. Dada,
আমরা রাজ্যের বেকারদের চাকরির দাবিতে এবং রাজ্য জুড়ে যে নারীদের উপর গণধর্ষণ হচ্ছে তার বিরুদ্ধে আজকে ডেপুটেশন দিতে এসেছি।
लोगों को रोका गया है इधर पे।
हाँ?
आप लोगों को रोका गया है।
हाँ, बहुत रोका गया है। हमने डेपुटेशन देने के लिए जा रहा था, हम लोग को रोका गया है। हम लोग डेपुटेशन देना चाहते हैं। भारत माता की।
So there you see, they are saying they want to submit a deputation. ये कह रहे हैं कि डेपुटेशन जमा देना चाहते हैं। आप देख रहे हैं कि पुलिस के साथ ये हाथापाई में भी उतरने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कुछ ABVP के लोग, जो छात्रों को रोका जा रहा है। कोई लोग लाठी लेके आने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इनको भी रोका जा रहा है। उनके वॉलंटियर्स उनको रोक रहे हैं। पुलिस के तरफ से अभी तक संयम दिखाया गया है। They have shown restraint so far, but then the police people are saying that if you want to protest, but do not break the barricade because the road leading to Vikas Bhavan is a no protest zone, so they will not be allowed. इनको जाने की अनुमति नहीं दिया जाएगा आगे, इसीलिए इतने सारे बैरिकेडिंग किया गया है। और आप देख सकते हैं सिर्फ ये पुलिस नहीं, इस तरफ आप देख सकते हैं कितने सारे पुलिस है, बहुत सारे रैपिड एक्शन बटालियन फोर्स जो अपने प्रोटेक्शन गियर के साथ है और they are all on standby waiting for one go ahead signal so that they can go and in a way forcibly disperse the protesters. ये जितने सारे protesters है इनका मांग एक ही है कि नौकरी नहीं है राज्य में और नौकरी मिलना चाहिए। SSC का जो स्कैम जो बहुत चर्चित है, one which has been discussed a lot, even maternity subsidies, उसमें ट्रांसपेरेंसी होना चाहिए, रिक्रूटमेंट होना चाहिए और उनका कहना है कि राज्य में नारी सुरक्षा और बलबूत होना चाहिए। उनका कहना है कि बहुत सारी जगहों पे महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार और रेप्स हो रहे हैं, यानी नारी सुरक्षा इस राज्य में ठीक नहीं है। इसके विरोध में ये प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं। So all these people who have assembled out here, they are so far defied the police resistance. They have tried breaking the barricades. In fact, one layer of barricade has also been broken down. It has already been breached. The other layer is still standing, but then the water cannon which was charged upon them just a short while back has not really been able to remove them from the spot. They are trying to register their defiance against the state government of Mamata Banerjee, as they say that they will be literally walking towards Bikash Bhavan to submit a deputation. Their essential qualm had been that there are lack of jobs in the state of West Bengal. Their essential demand has been there should be transparency in the SSC recruitment. Their essential allegation had been that there had been much irregularities in the SSC recruitment process, and they are alleging there had been favoritism. There had been people who are less deserving have been given the opportunity, the reason why they have taken to the street. It is not a coincidence that the SSC matter, which is in Calcutta High Court, has in a way put the state government of Mamata Banerjee on the sticky ground. Even as we speak, the former education minister, senior Trinamool Congress leader Partho Chatterjee has been asked to appear before the CBI by 6 p.m. today. It's a different matter that he would be, in all likeness, would be seeking legal recourse from the division bench. But at the same time, we have seen that in multiple cases, the Calcutta High Court directive has only put the state government of Mamata Banerjee, the officials, and of course the ministers and the MLAs on this TK ground. And of course, the political party, which is the principal opposition out here, the BJP, had been trying to take on the state government of Mamata Banerjee over a whole host of issues. ABVP, which is the student wing of the BJP, this is the second time they have taken out a protest in less than 2 months, and they are trying to register their protest against the state government of Mamata Banerjee. They want to break the barricades, as they say. They want to walk towards Bikash Bhavan, submit their deputation. As they allege, there have been multiple irregularities in the SSC recruitment process, which is under the education department. Bikash Bhavan is the same building which houses the education department of the state. The reason why they want to go there and submit a deputation, they have of course been stopped. At this point in time, they have started sloganeering. They have not moved from the spot. Most of them, as you see, most of them are all drenched in water because the water cannon was charged just a short while back. If you recall, a couple of weeks back, Tejasvi Surya had also come down. Even he had led a protest march. His protest too had been stopped at that point in time. But BJP is saying they are the opposition on the street. They are trying to be the responsible opposition, and thus on the street. That's what BJP is claiming. But at this point in time, it seems like a very charged up situation with police really budging from their position. They are determined to stop the protesters at any cost, and equally determined are the ABVP protesters who have not budged an inch from the spot. In fact, they have started sloganeering and even started raising slogans against the state government. Also, they're raising the slogan of Vande Mataram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So all these people, as you see, they have been literally circled around by police. There is massive bandobast out here. The barricade which you see out here, the barricade has been broken down. There had been 3 layers of such iron barricades. Out of 3, 2 have been pulled down by the angry protesters. The other one is still standing. But then there is massive bandobast out here, and the police people are trying to ensure that under no circumstances the barricades give up and the protesters find a way. So all these people, they have been here for the past couple of minutes, and they are trying to raise protest. दादा आप लोग का डिमांड क्या है? आप लोग विकास भवन जा रहे थे, क्या मांग रहे थे?
हमारा वही मांग, सबसे पहला जो मांगे नारी सुरक्षा। और जो बेकारोत्तर है ना, वो बेकारोत्तर जो यहाँ पर जो नियोग प्रक्रिया वो पहले से ही करप्टेड है, उसको पहले ठीक करे। और जो करप्टेड अब तक नियोग हुआ सक्रिय सर्विस में जितने भी नियोग किया है उसको छटाई करे, और जो प्रत्येक नियोग प्रक्रिया सटीक हो, हम यही चाहते हैं।
लेकिन आप लोगों को रोका गया, क्या करेंगे आप लोग? ये प्रदर्शनी जारी रखेंगे?
हमारे यहाँ पर अभी अवस्था विक्षोभ रहेंगे।
अच्छा, और कितने सारे लोग हो? किसी को चोट पहुंचा है बेटा?
अभी हमारा 2 कार्यकर्ता अंदर पुलिस वाले यहाँ से ले गए हैं, और यहाँ पर 2 कार्यकर्ता जो जल का मन है वहाँ से इसका एक का यहाँ पर लग गया है और दूसरे का ये बुक में लगा है।
Okay, so the protesters are saying that a couple of them are also injured as the water with all its force had hit them while they were absolutely prepared. So as we speak, there is another water cannon which has been brought just to ensure that they can control the situation, and the situation remains under control. But it seems like not getting over anytime soon, because these protesters have not really relented from their position. They are still there, and the police people are also not giving up. With the broken barricades and one layer still standing, they are trying to hold on to their position and resist the protesters from marching towards Bikash Bhavan. Back to you.
Out on the streets, we saw a few days ago that it was the BJP led by Tejasvi Surya who was upping the against Mamata Banerjee's government. In fact, this has been an ongoing series of protests that started on the 2nd of May that BJP commemorated as the anniversary of post-poll violence that happened last year after West Bengal elections. And now we have seen protests being conducted on the streets of Kolkata. Once again, this time the issue has been women's security as well as the job or the lack of jobs. Thank you, Tamal, for joining us. We are moving on and we've got breaking developments coming in on the